Okay, this is take number 2. I lost my hard drive after doing this the first time, so we're going to do it again. This is Dora Klauser, Dora Napick Klauser, and I'm videotaping the house and the contractor, the issues with the contractor. This door is not sealed at all. Around the bottom, on the side, you can actually see daylight out through the door. None of the doors in this house were hung very well. The crack at the top's not really even. It gets quite a big space difference from one end to the other. And if I open the door, which I'll show you here, it's not finished around the door. So you can see into behind the brick. Inside the brick into the sheathing around the house. And there's no step. They just left it open. It's raw wood. This other door has the same problem. It is not hung right. The gap is bigger. You can, unless you slam the door, you can't even. The air is really bad. And then this is the plate. It moves when you step on it. So it's constantly in motion. They did not put a good foundation under it, and therefore it moves. Now this is one of the halls that we widened. They moved this wall on the right. Hi, that's our dog Shep, our daughter's service dog. We moved the wall on the right here over about 6 inches, and they created a closet out of this, what was a small closet and a bathroom. This is now a bigger closet, but you can see the finishing of the drywall was not done very well in here. It's definitely not done well out here. You can see the seams, cracks. Just they lathered on the drywall mud but didn't actually rub it out and finish it correctly. The corners aren't very crisp. Ceilings, this is an add-on. The house ended at this doorway here and went out to the garage, and we added on this 6x6 roughly room that we can use to get Nikki in and out through the ramp and turn her chair around so that she can come into the room. I'm going to go over here. This is the laundry room that was put in. We brought the laundry from upstairs, or from downstairs up. It was actually supposed to go along this wall, and instead he put it this way because when he did the measuring he didn't do it correctly. So it wouldn't fit the way it was planned. And again, I don't know that you can see the drain down there. I'm not sure if the drain's visible, but the drain is in the wrong place and it's too low down, which means that the water leaks out of there and sometimes floods this room. And there's the everything dryer plug and everything that should have been kind of centered differently. We have a myriad of issues with the kitchen, mostly the cupboards. This one is not really lined up properly together. This middle piece here is loose, and you see it's kind of nailed to a board at the bottom. It's just not put in very well. If you look up top, we love our dark colored cabinets, but they were supposed to have a crown molding around the top, but he put them up so high that they can't have a crown molding. And you can see where the doors actually swing and hit the ceiling when they open because they're up so high. And here you'll see the electrical that was just left live sticking out from under the cupboards. There's several places that occurred. Here and over here. There's a stress fracture crack up on this wall here. Another one on that side. You did put this opening in. because we wanted to open the kitchen up, and this wall, he said, could not be moved because of structural. So he just put in a window. But again, you can see where the cupboards are up right up against the ceiling, and there's no room for any crown moldings or anything. And none of the floor kick plates are put in. So that's how it was left. This is the wall here on the left that was moved 6 inches to the left. This here on the right is the load-bearing wall. If you look down this wall, you can see where the drywall finishing was not done very well. On this wall too, it's very difficult to see, but here's the floor. I tried patching it in. It's not a good way to do it. I've got some floor pops. This spot right here where my foot is, you can see where it's up about 1/4 of an inch. The door frames, he pretty much mudded right over the edges in some cases. In some cases the drywall sticks out, so that when you go to put the casings on, it's not right. And in this door here, this goes to the bathroom, the door is hung so poorly that it won't even latch, and it won't close at all. Most of the doors won't close or won't stay open when you open them. He angled this wall here. That door doesn't stay well, open very well. The patching of the floor. This is the other door I have here to my son's room, and it will not stay closed. If you just close it a little bit, it opens all the way up. Which, when you want it to stay closed, you have to latch it, which isn't what we want when our son's in his room. Again, you can see how he didn't finish the ceilings right where he matched in. The texture is not done, or he should have went back and just taken all the texture out, I guess, rather than leave it finished like this. And here's another door. You can see how it was done. This side actually sticks out quite a ways, so when you put it there, it would be uneven. Now, we'll go out to the master bedroom. Now, like I said, I had this all done, and I had pictures of my family all together, and unfortunately, I lost my hard drive, and so it all has to be redone. So here we go. We're going to do the floor. This is where the transition is from the master bedroom into the master bathroom, which was not done well at all. You can see how the doorway was cut off. Very unprofessional. The tiling was done poorly. If you look up, you'll be able to see that the fan, the cover can't hook in properly, so it just hangs there. The opening's about 1.5 inches wider than it needed to be too. And then the light is hanging very low over the cabinet, so that you had to have the cabinet put very low in order to fit between it and the light. So even though he was given the dimensions, that was not done properly. And then what we'll do is take a look over here at, this is the outside wall in the master bedroom. We've got a spot where there's a big crack forming where he connected the wall into the ceiling, and it's, I'm not sure why it's so bad, but it is forming there. Along with, you can see where he patched over a light fixture that was here. And didn't go back in texture. It's not even a smooth finish. And then I see another crack forming right here that I hadn't noticed. And then we've got this wall here. This is the wall that I said in my letter was bowing out, And you can see, shh, no, John, the wall here bows out, and this is a straight cabinet, but the wall bows right out from floor to ceiling. And when he fixed the wall, he did not fix that problem. You can see above here where the drywall was not finished properly. It's a big lump. And then we have a doorway. It's not as clear on this side because of the lighting, but there's a crack right here where the doorway used to be into the dining room, and we had it closed over to make this a master bedroom. And let me see if I can see it from the other side. Walk you over here. And this is the dining room side. And you, John, I'm doing something. Be quiet. This is the wall from the dining room side where the drywall was finished. And you can definitely tell where the doorway was. It was about a 42-inch wide doorway into what was a family room. So that's how that looks. Now what I'm going to do is take you downstairs. Oh, there's also a stress fracture crack up here from the work that was done. I've got wires hanging out of the ceilings that were never finished. Now let me take you downstairs and show the plumbing, and this is what's causing my floors to buckle up here, I believe, to have some movement. All right, this is the plumbing, and as you can see, he took a big chunk right out of two of my floor joists. One is cracking now from that. This one here, he took the floor joist out. We're worried about the pitch on some of these drain lines. Same thing out here, took out all my ceilings. I've got wiring here, this yellow wire that he ran that's not stapled anywhere. It's just laying there up on top. He ran that to my new laundry room, it looks like. But it's just hanging out, not hooked to anything. Same with some of the other wires that are up here. Another power wire that he put in. No wire stapled. This is some additional plumbing. He cut out a big chunk out of the joist. So much so that when I had my daughter's bath, an ADA bath put in for her by the state, they came to do it for her. They put in extra blocking and supports to ensure that there would be enough support for the floor, because so many joists had been cut and not reinforced. I mean, you can see he cut out for the tub, just cut right out of the joist, and wires aren't hooked to anything. They're just kind of, these are stapled at least a little bit. And then the drain lines here that go from the toilets and everything, they run into another line, and they're on the wrong pitch. So what happens is they tend to not drain, and then I have problems with it. But daughter, Nikki Napick-Klauser, and this is her talking on her Dynavox. She uses this to communicate.
She asked you about Saturday the 28th.
And the addition was, all the changes were mostly put on for her so that she could get around easily. This is our son, John. Say hi, John. What do we want done?
I don't know.
I hate my contractor. Why? What do you want him to do? Fix the house?
Fix the house.
Fix the house. So, Nikki, do you want him to fix our house? Huh? Yeah? Fix it all up, make it all look new from the contractor that screwed it all up. So thank you very much for considering our house. We really appreciate it. And we will hopefully hear from you. Thank you.